With the arrival of Aquaman, it's only a matter of time until the Atlantis location will be coming to the Fortnite map. If you're excited for this POI, the upcoming live event, free rewards, and more, smash a fat like on this video or I'll steal all your cookies. Also, make sure to subscribe and join the team, as it's one of the best ways to support me and to make sure that you never miss an upload and stay fully updated. I heard code Pineapplez YT in the item shop is the best code and makes you the coolest kid on the block. Shout out to all of those rocking my code in-game. I appreciate you. To win free gifts and Fortnite skins, follow my live stream via the link below. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I, of course, am Dr. P. Yesterday was the first day that we were able to fully unlock Aquaman, and I went ahead and did just that. It's an amazing skin. I love it a lot. It doesn't seem to have quite as much hype around it as Deadpool did last season, but it is still an amazing skin and an amazing collaboration, and best of all, it's free. So go out there and complete those Aquaman challenges if you haven't already. They're honestly really easy and you could do them in less than an hour. In this video, I want to take a deeper dive into the lost city of Atlantis that will be coming to the game shortly, and everything surrounding it as far as free rewards might go, events might go, and sorts of stuff like that. But to kick things off here, let's start by talking about the upcoming update to Fortnite. So this is from FireMonkey on Twitter, and he says, a lot more testing appears to be starting on version 13.4. Also, version 13.3 has been added to the staging servers. Expect it next week before or on the 21st. The 21st is a key date because if you'll recall, that's the same day that the cars are scheduled to be released into the game. The cars may be the most anticipated feature of this entire season, which is crazy because there's legitimately a free Atlantis Aquaman skin, but at the same time, I think I would rather have the cars than Aquaman, to be completely frank. We know that alongside of the cars, there's going to be a racing game mode called Chrome, and I would assume there would be some sort of challenges for this game mode, possibly allowing you to earn free items. We also have to bear in mind that Fortnite's third birthday is coming up on the 25th of this month, so that even increases the chance that we could get even more free challenges and free rewards to earn some cool stuff. That's definitely been the case the last 2 years for Fortnite's first and second birthdays, and I would not be shocked at all to see that trend continue, especially since the players have grown accustomed to having that time of the year to get free stuff. So look forward to that. So this next thing I'm going to show you, I don't know how much it actually means for Fortnite's story, if at all. It might just be some kind of funny meme. I don't know, but it's something that's been happening on Fortnite's Discord for the majority of this season so far, and it looks like they've moved it over to Twitter, which is good because it allows more people to see it. It's basically just these messages from the No Sweat Insurance Agency in-game, and they basically are just little funny tips. But it says, the experts at No Sweat Insurance will be stopping by to keep Islanders informed on their comprehensive coverage. Keep an eye out for their handy tips or share some of your own and don't sweat it. Basically, everything they've already shared throughout the course of this season has been just really obvious stuff you'd never really think to question. Really basic stuff, I guess, for new players, but who knows? Maybe over the course of this season, the No Sweat Insurance Agency will start to cover new things about the event or anything else happening later in the season, because of course, if there is some kind of battle between Aquaman and Black Manta at the Atlantis POI, like we've been talking about, then there may be some damage going on in various places around the map, and what covers damages? Insurance companies. So that's something else to bear in mind as we progress through the season. So at this point, we are confident that there is going to be an underwater city location that is currently hidden that will come up later in the season. Several different names have been floating around for this. One, of course, is Atlantis, classic Atlantis, which would fit perfectly because Aquaman is actually in the game this season. Another one is called simply The Ruins because that is actually in the game's coding. But the problem is, so is Atlantis. Atlantis has also been explicitly mentioned in the game's coding regarding this POI. So while we know there will be some sort of underwater city coming to the surface later this season, we don't know what it's called because there are many conflicting names in the files of the game, so let me know what your guess is. So, courtesy of some sort of glitch, there was a player who was able to actually load into the game with Atlantis early, and that user's name is CDNR, and this is not my gameplay, so huge shout out to him. I'll be sure to link his channel below. So as you can see in the top right corner in the minimap, this is indeed the same area we've previously talked about, but the problem is the textures and the modules have not been loaded into the game yet, I guess because it's just too early, and Epic probably knows if they put in those textures any earlier than they actually need to, then people are going to do stuff like this and figure everything out way early. And I'm a fan of leaks and I'm a fan of figuring stuff out, but I am not a fan of straight up spoilers so early to the point where we know exactly what's going to happen weeks and weeks and weeks in advance. That's no fun. What is fun, however, is exactly what I've always done on the channel, which is taking bits and pieces of information that we do know based on leaks and putting it together and trying to piece together the puzzle of the storyline, which is typically very, very vague and ambiguous, which is exactly the way I like it. Looking at this POI, you can see that it is massive. I mean, it is big. This place is huge, just using all sorts of different synonyms to describe just how tremendously massive this place is. One thing that really catches my eye is this giant border all the way around the POI, which looks like a wall, a massive wall, and it actually reminds me a lot of what we saw in yesterday's Black Manta teaser trailer. So yesterday in my video I uploaded, I showed this image and I pointed out how the background looks a lot like the storm from last season after the device event for the day or two between Season 2 and Season 3. I guess I thought there might be a chance that Water Storm might return, but actually upon looking at everything and analyzing everything, I think that's actually just kind of the way the POI will be surrounded, kind of by water, because if you look at the minimap again for the Ruins POI, you can see there is a massive indentation where clearly there is some running water all around the edges of the map, or at least the edges of the POI. And this could, in simpler terms, just be some kind of giant waterfall all the way around, because of course, if it is Atlantis, it would mean it would have to have been under the water for a long time, and geographically speaking, on the edge there, right between the normal water and where the water turns into the POI, it definitely looks like there's some sort of elevation difference, which would explain all of the running water into the POI. Taking another look at this Aquaman image, you can see in the background there appears to be some castles and some really strange ornate buildings, which is definitely teasing the new location. But if you look on the minimap, you can't really make out any of those big structures that you would expect to see, which makes me think Epic hasn't fully put everything into the game because they knew stuff like this would happen and everything would get spoiled. Now, something else I thought about is if you look again at the Aquaman image, you can see that the castle and everything is inside of the water. It's like there's some sort of barrier between the air and the water, very similar to that storm from last season. Only Aquaman's legs are in the water, which tells you that there is some sort of difference between the air and the water in that area. Is it possible that part of the city could legitimately be inside the water? Like maybe once this POI comes around, those edges that we're talking about in terms of being a waterfall could actually be a passable water barrier in which you could swim around the city itself inside of water. Atlantis, or the Ruins, or any other name this location is given, will be coming out soon, and it is bound and destined to be one of the most pivotal locations in Fortnite Chapter 2 so far. It makes me wonder if there could be any potential challenges coming along with it. So in yesterday's video, I mentioned how there is a new Atlantis fish stick style, and this could very easily be either unlocked for free automatically like previous fish stick variants and variants for other skins that you own, or it could be some sort of challenge to complete similar to Aquaman's challenge to end up getting either the style for fish stick, or this could be a completely different fish stick skin completely, kind of like how there is a drift and then a summer drift. Season 3 has really brought the hype back into Fortnite, and I can't wait to keep covering everything for you guys. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like, join my caffeine live stream, and I'll catch you in my next one.